Good. What's up?
Not a whole lot. So tell me, what was it like performing on like a popular show like So You Think You Can Dance?
It was crazy, man, knowing that the whole world's watching you. You know what I mean? It's a little more than getting on stage at in front of all your classmates in school or something. You know what I mean? Doing like a choir concert. It's like you're in front of the world.
No kidding.
Yeah, it was intense.
How did you end up getting that gig?
That was just through my manager and yeah, a lot of I guess people from the show liked it. So I mean, it was a combination of a bunch of people.
As far as your career is concerned, do you think you've gotten your big break yet, or do you think it's to come?
It's to come.
What do you think's standing between you and like success at this point then?
I don't think anything is standing between me except for myself. You know what I mean? I'm getting my songs and everything else ready and getting ready to go out and take over the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, your biggest critic and your biggest uh, enemy sometimes, and leap of anything is going to be yourself. You know what I mean? You gotta get past yourself, and it's hard to do.
As far as that's concerned, like for other like aspiring artists, what advice would you give them?
Well, I would definitely just tell them if you love what you do and you want to do it, then do it and don't stop for anybody, because eventually you'll be able to get where you want to go. You just have to put energy towards it.
Yeah, it's definitely something I believe too.
Yeah, definitely. Because there's no place you can't go. If you put your mind to anything, if you can believe it, you can do it.
Yeah. So now that you're in the music industry, what do you think is your favorite part about being in it?
My favorite part is that I get to do music, every day, and like that's my career. You know what I mean? Like I wake up, I eat and breathe music. You know what I mean? All the time. It's everything. It's kind of crazy sometimes because you're like, what would I do if I went a day without music? What, I don't even know what I would do.
Yeah, exactly. I think a question we all want to answer is when is the Christian TV album going to come out?
Well, there's a tentative schedule for everything, and Halloween is when the mixtape will come out. So that's the pre-album disc of just stuff that didn't make the cut for the album, for artistic purposes and just commercial purposes, and just I was able to have a little bit more freedom and not be as censored. Not to say that I was censored in the actual album, but just it's a little more watered down as far as content of the album. And my mixtape, I was allowed to do whatever I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And so I'm getting that out in Halloween, and in the UK, the single's coming out over there in November. I'll be in there October, touring with Black Cards, Pete Wentz's new band, and then I'll come back here to start radio promotion in November for the U.S., and we'll release the single close to February. And then after that, I think it takes about 6 to 8 weeks before we can think about, an album date.
Well, that's awesome.
So, yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait myself, man. It'll be nice to have an album out. You know what I mean? It's what you work your whole career for.
So as far as your past band, was it Love Arcade?
Yeah, Love Arcade. Yeah.
What was your reason for leaving that?
I just wanted to. I had different musical ventures. I wanted to break out of that and do my own thing. I wanted to go a different way.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, there's no point in holding yourself back if you think you have more potential.
Yeah, exactly. And I wanted to. I didn't want to be put into that box,
Yeah.
of a rock band. I didn't want to be put into that box.
Now that you bring up rock band, I'm really horrible at categorizing like artists and stuff. So where would you think that Christian TV fits in as far as the genre goes?
I mean, pretty much it's just pop music. You know what I mean? It's autobiographical. Pop music. That's what it is. It's telling a story about yourself. It's no specific type of genre. It's just pop music.
For the album that's coming out soon, for those who aren't familiar with your music, how would you sum up the album in a few words?
I would say Grimey Detroit Pop.
I like it.
Cool, cool. Thanks.
So, are you guys planning to do a tour up in the next year?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll definitely be doing whatever comes my way. You know what I mean? I can't say I don't know until I know as far as touring. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What destinations are you wanting to go to?
I want to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere and everywhere.
The music video for When She Turns 18. Tell me what
Yeah.
it was like to shoot that.
Which one? The one with the copy machine?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. It was a very long day because we did it all in one day. I think we went from like 6 to like 7 in the next morning. It was
Wow.
crazy. Yeah, real intense. So it was kind of hard, but it was fun.
Yeah. Would you say making music videos is your favorite part of the whole music making process or writing?
I love making music videos. I think that they have, that they each have their pros and cons. I can't say that I like either one better, but I love making music videos because it brings your song to life. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But then I love creating the actual song too, though. So it's because you're creating a song out of nothing. So that's really nice to do too. So I don't know which one. If I had to pick one, I would probably say making music, just because I couldn't live without that, but I could live without the video thing.
Yeah. I mean, the music video is nothing without the music.
Exactly.
So if you could open for any artist, who would you open for?
I think I would, like, if we're talking like alive and right now, I would probably want to open for somebody like the Black Eyed Peas or Lady Gaga, just because they're selling out their shows.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know what I mean?
Good.
I want to get in front of the most people I can.
Yeah. So what
Yeah.
what kind of shows have you done so far?
I played shows in Vegas and played shows. I did a show by MTV Video Music Awards, was it? I did a show then and played with Neo, which was cool. Went on tour with the Backstreet Boys too.
Did you?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
not crazy.
As far as being a singer, what got you involved with music, and is it something that you've always liked to do?
Yeah, it's definitely something I've always loved to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was something that I never had any doubt about doing. You know what I mean? It was just like, this is what I need to do. I don't need to do anything else. You know what I mean? And it came from, that naive thought of, I can do anything. Oh, I can do what these people are doing, not realizing how much work it actually takes, but then having the heart to actually do the work. So
Yeah, it all balances out.
yeah, exactly. Just, I mean, it all just comes out to believing. That's
Yeah.
the most important part.
As far as your career goes and stuff, are there any artists or generally speaking people who have had a strong influence on you?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot. I mean, Radiohead, the Fiona Apple, Flaming Lips, Eminem, just all across the board. Prince has had a huge influence on me. That's one of my main big influences. Prince and Madonna and artists like that.
What are some goals you're setting for yourself in the next, few years coming up for, as far as your career?
To sell 1 million singles, that is the first goal. Then we go for selling 1 million records. Then we go for selling out our tours. You know what I mean? They're big goals, but that's what I'm looking forward to.
So, do you write your own songs completely, or do you team up?
Sometimes I team up with my boy Luke, who's wrote a lot of stuff with me. Most of all, we're just friends, you know what I mean? And we both love music, so it's kind of like, we get together sometimes and make songs. But yeah, mostly if I'm writing with somebody, it's usually him.
So, as far as the singles you have out right now, what inspired you to do each one?
I mean, just the idea and the situation, at like 18, I was inspired by that situation and how nobody had written about it before when everybody's been through it, huh? So, everything I write about has got to be like that. It's got to be something that nobody said but needs to.
As far as other artists, who would you relate your music to the most?
Uh, that's a good question. I mean, I would think that it's somewhat like a Kanye West meets a Bloody Beetroots meets a Britney Spears meets a Lady Gaga type of thing, I guess.
It's quite the mix.
Yeah, I can't really, but it's kind of like, it's rocky, kind of, but it's not. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I mean, you take bits and pieces and then you make it your own.
Exactly. Just be yourself.
I think that we can agree that sometimes, like the entertainment industry, they put a facade personality or appearance like on the celebrities in it, right?
Yeah.
So before you go getting too famous on us all, tell us a bit about yourself and who is Christian Bershad.
I'm Christian TV. You know what I mean? I'm, I'm that crazy, imperfect, perfect. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, my life consists of everything. Everything has to be perfect, but in an imperfect way. You know what I mean? It's gotta be me. It's gotta be genuine. It's gotta be the truth. You know what I mean? I want to be a genuine person, and just, always be truthful in what I'm saying and what I'm talking about, and no matter what, tell it like it is. I have to be that way. You know what I mean? Because nobody else is gonna do it for me, so I have to be genuine. That is Christian Very Shy.
I see your eyes so open, why she's looking